What up, everybody? I was up on Dream of Equality. That's the site that I helped found to support homosexuals in their struggle to be equal. Well, basically, I was up there today, and I'd asked everybody what kind of video I should make today. And one of my friends had told me, he said, why don't you make one about it being a heterosexual female and what's your views on the straight community and why you fight for gay rights and all of that. Well, first of all, my thoughts on the straight community. All right, I'm going to enlighten a few people, and I want some of you straight people to realize how messed up in the head you actually are for not supporting, not supporting a lot of this. Anyway, um, so one of the things is that the straight community seems to throw such a fit about is gay marriage. And they always sit there saying that, well, we need to protect the sanctity of a marriage between a man and a woman. You know, it's a blessed thing, blah, 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 blah. It's sacred, all right? No, it's not. Not really, not nowadays, all right? Let's put it this way. The average marriage only lasts 2.5 years. That's right, 2.5 years. I can actually tell you about a couple I know right now. The first day they met, they moved in together. All right, maybe 2 months later, and this is all puppy love. If they would have thought about it, they would have realized, how messed up this really is. All right, so they were together for maybe about 2 months, ended up getting married, and now they hate each other. All right, the word adultery is being thrown around a lot by both parties. Both parties are screwing around on each other. The divorce word has come up. If it wasn't so damn expensive, they'd be divorced right now. Okay. And there's several couples out there like that today. I mean, how many people do you know, if you really sit back and think, how many people do you know that are divorced? I guarantee you know quite a bit of them. I could tell you my parents are divorced. My grandparents are divorced. Friends of mine are divorced. Aunts and uncles of mine are divorced. Several people have gotten divorced. All right. And on top of that, all right, let's forget the idea of divorce. Let's talk about adultery. All right, how many people cheat on their spouses? All right, how many people have little bastard children running around? Several of them, okay? Several of them have that same issue. So what the hell is so sacred between the marriage of a man and a woman? There is nothing like that now because people don't have those kind of morals. All right, you don't have those kind of morals. Other people don't have those kind of morals. Okay, maybe you do. But more than likely, you're one of those people who just don't have those kind of morals, okay? So let's just throw that out the window because it is null and void. All right. There's nothing sacred about it. All right. We as straight people cannot make it 2.5 years, but there's a gay couple out there that I seen a video on, or not a video, but an article. They were together for 48 years. 48 years. And you're going to sit there and tell that couple they can't get married because it's not sacred. What they have is sacred. They love each other. They've been together for 48 years, man. I mean, come on, how long have you put up with your spouse? That's talent right there. I mean, especially in today's community, that is talent, and I kudos for them. They should be able to get married. All right. The second thing, all right, everybody's always talking about, and I've heard this several times before. Everybody's always talking about the stereotype with homosexuals, especially gay men. And one of the biggest stereotypes they have going on is that all gay men are sluts. All right, well, let me tell you this. About 99.2% of straight men are sluts. All right, men in general are sluts. I don't care who you are. All right, because think about it this way, all right? How many people do you know, how many men out there do you know brag about being a player? I'm sure you know several of them. How many of you guys out there have not only one girlfriend, but maybe 5? Or how many of you guys out there have a girlfriend and has slept with like 50 other women behind her back? Or, let's not even talk about cheating. Besides the fact that that happens all the time. How many of you out there have slept with egods amounts of women? I know this one guy said to say I actually dated him for a week. Talking about how he had sex with like 300 women. And I can't figure that out because his penis was tiny. Alright, I mean, how the hell do you do that? That's amazing. Way off subject, but now that I think about it, holy shit. How'd he pull that off? Anyway, so that doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is that people sleep around, especially in today's society, all right? Sex is glorified. Why do you think you got like 12-year-old girls getting pregnant? Because MTV thought it would be a smart idea to show these pregnant chicks on their damn TV show driving Lexuses and everything like that. They had good intentions and it blew up in their face. Now you got all these teenage girls trying to get pregnant. All right. So, sex is sex and everybody wants to have it, even people who should not. And I'm talking about those 12-year-old girls. They need to be bitch slapped and maybe thrown into a chastity belt. Anyway, so that's just how it is. But let's put it this way. I know quite a few homosexual males out there that do believe in monogamous relationships, and several that I know are in monogamous relationships. My best friend has been in one for 6 years. All right. Obviously, the guys that I was just talking about have been in one for 48 years. Now, sit there and tell me you can stereotype a little bit more until you think and you look in your own closet and see how many skeletons you have hiding. Okay, and women are the same way, but women get a bad rap too, so I'm going to leave them alone. For some reason, it's okay for straight men to be sluts. Nobody else can be a slut, but it's fine for a straight man. That's just, everybody's used to it. It's been like that for centuries. So I, before you sit there and you call them all sluts, you need to sit there and think, wow, I'm probably a bigger slut than they are. Yeah. Okay. All right, so that's one thing that bothers me about it. Okay. What's another thing? All right, another thing is a lot of straight couples out there, they don't have nothing wrong, or, they don't not like the idea of same-sex marriage. It's just, it doesn't affect them. So why should they care? Why should they go up there, stand up for anybody and say, oh, this isn't right? They don't care because it doesn't affect them. I mean, really, though, if you think about it, it doesn't affect me. I got this ring on my finger. If I wanted to, I could go down to the justice of the peace as soon as my fiance gets home. Well, no, because it's kind of late. But we could Monday and go out to the justices of peace and get married. All we need is a marriage license. I mean, somebody can go meet a hooker in Vegas, be stupidly drunk, and get married that same night. But it's fine because they're straight. Tell me exactly what you think is right about that. I mean, we are in the United States of America, okay? Now, tell me why the hell England and Australia already have gay marriage legalized over there, and everybody's looking at us like we're a bunch of backwoods jackasses. And it's because we are a bunch of backwoods jackasses. We're supposed to be the one leading the pack. And let me tell you what, we are falling behind. And we are acting like we are centuries behind. Everybody's throwing this huge fit about gay marriage when there's really nothing wrong with it. I mean, really, why are you stopping these people from having the same rights? Can you come up with a logical excuse? And I'm not talking about the sanctity between a man and a woman, because I already done told you that's out the window. Not enough people think it's sacred. I don't care if you do. You're one in a million. Well, they're a million, and they can't get their rights, so why the hell should your shit matter? Anyway, so, my point is with that, not enough people do anything. They might sit there and think, oh, it's really screwed up that they don't have the rights, but I'm going to sit there and twiddle my thumbs. All right. I, on the other hand, do believe in human rights, and I do believe that we can't sit on our hands anymore, and we actually have to do something and tell everybody, hey, this is not right. They should have the same rights as us. All right. So anyway, another one I got to throw out there is the Bible thumpers. For some reason, homosexuals hurt their feelings. I mean, it really upsets them. And, here's the funny thing, all right? There's so many other sins going on in this world, They're not going to pick it about that one, but they're going to go pick it in the homosexuals' yard. They're going to stand in their yard, and they're going to tell you they hate you. They don't even really know why. Well, okay, maybe they know why, because the Bible said so way back in like Genesis or something like that, but it doesn't matter that Jesus never said a word about homosexuality. No, but he did mention stuff about divorce and adultery, but we're not going to pick it in their yard. We're going to pick on the homo over here. That's who we're going to pick on. Even though Jesus said love thy neighbor, and it said thou shalt not judge, and don't throw stones at people because it's bad. If I have no sin, I can't cast a damn, I think I sinned earlier today. But that's okay, because I'm going to pick it on his thing, and I'm going to tell them they're going to hell, and damn it, I have no idea why the hell I hate them so much. But I'm going to pick it. I'm going to tell them I hate them. And what's funny, all right, they sit there and they say that they hate the sin. And it's like, I just said, everybody sins. I mean, here, I'm about to sin right now. I'm going to show you my sin. Okay? I'm going to destroy my temple by lighting a cigarette. Okay? So I'm going to hell too. And you know what? I'll see you there. And it's okay, because when I go to hell along with the rest of the homosexual, well, I'm not, when I go to hell with all those homosexuals that you say are going to go to hell, That's all right, because I'll be there with my friend Jack, and I'll be the one selling popsicles. And I'll probably see you there, like I said. But that's okay, because if you're not going to hell, that just means more room in heaven for you. So, why don't you come on my lawn and start picketing? You can practice your First Amendment, and I'll practice my second. We'll do it that way. How's that sound? Okay. And it's all right. For some reason, I don't understand why they feel the need that holding a sign and screaming their head off and just saying you're all going to hell and make people hate you is going to make you sleep at night. I don't understand why the hell that does it, and, why you can't just live and let live. I will never understand that. And to this day, I really wish, please, one of you, just one, I don't care, tell me why it hurts your feelings so much. Really. It doesn't make any sense, all right? Then after that, you got all these straight people who are all worried about their kids becoming gay if they see a homosexual group or they see a homosexual walking around. Let me tell you something, hennies. It doesn't rub off, all right? I've hung out with enough gay guys to know it doesn't rub off. Guess what? I still like men. Men are sexy. I can look at a naked woman and be like, okay. Big deal. It doesn't rub off. If your kid's going to be gay, it was because they were born that way. All right? Riddle me this. Why exactly does why would any of them decide to be, and I'm sorry to say this, but it's true, why would any of them decide to be in like the most hated group in the entire world? I mean, they got to worry about their parents disowning them. They got to worry about being bullied at school. They got to worry about getting their asses kicked, losing their jobs. For a while, they weren't allowed to be in the military. They got to worry about all that stuff. Why the hell would you choose that? It really does not make any sense when obviously we all know this. Life would be a lot simpler if they were straight. But they weren't born that way. They were born attracted to the opposites, or I mean to the same sex. They can't help it. If they could, they would. And I don't care how many straight camps you throw them in. They're still going to be gay. I mean, they're going to hide it, but they're still going to be gay. And then they're just going to be miserable. And then we have the whole suicide thing. All right? So, I think a lot of the straight community needs to go ahead and get their heads slapped together, and I think the others need to actually stand up for what they think is right. Anyway, so that's my thought on the process, on the matter. I think everybody deserves equal rights. I think those who believe that everyone should have equal rights needs to actually stand up and do something about it. The others need to get their heads examined and possibly smacked into a brick wall to knock some sense into them. But anyway, go ahead and check out our Facebook page. Look up Dream of Equality. You will find us. I will get you the website when I can, when it is finished. As for now, this is Voodoo Delette. Out.